Hey everybody, it's Jamie here, and I am 18 weeks post-surgery tomorrow, which is just a few days over 4 months. So, yeah, hard to believe that's 4 months. I say that every video though. Also, I apologize because I was just looking at my list of videos on YouTube, and this is the third time that I'm wearing this shirt for this video or for a video. So I swear I have other clothes. I just really like this shirt. So, yeah, hopefully you don't think I'm a bum. I do have a job. So yeah, where are we now? So swelling is pretty much probably the same as 3 months. I do feel like it's gone down for the most part. Like it feels a little puffy here. I don't know if that's just my cheek or if that's swelling. I know it does take a long time, so I'm sure some of that is swelling and some of that's my cheek. Numbness is probably pretty much the same. Still numb in here, although I can feel temperatures here. I don't know if I could last month. Like my fingers are cold right now and I can feel that. But, if I were to like poke myself with something that was room temperature, I don't think I'd be able to feel it. Also, my pellet's coming back little by little. It's mostly just sort of the front half and the middle that's still numb. So, and then the back half seems to have come back, so that's good. I get like kind of a cold tingliness in it every now and then, so I guess that's a good sign. So yeah, that's about it. My gums, I think, are pretty much back. Like up here, I can feel now. Although it's kind of reduced. Although this is my second surgery now, so it could be like just permanently reduced. I don't know. But yeah, overall things feel pretty good. It does feel kind of tight in here. You know, if I'm really exaggerated in my facial expressions or I go like this, that sort of thing, like I can feel it tight in here, and I'm sure it's just because it's numb, but it'll be nice when that goes back to normal. So what else? So I've been to the orthodontist twice, I think, since the last time I made a video. I think I was just about to go after the last video that I made. So no changes from at the last appointment. At the first appointment of the two. I went last week and I expressed my concern that my left side is still not closed, the bite that is. And so I said to my orthodontist, I was like, what if it doesn't close? And he sort of looked at me like this and he's like, well, that would be very unusual. So he gave me new elastics. So I now have these, Kathy. They're a little less strong than the previous ones that I had, which is a bummer, but they're smaller. So they're actually really tiny. And I have long fingernails, so they get kind of like stuck under my fingernails sometimes when I'm putting it on. This is how small they are. So I don't even know if you can see. Yeah, you can see how tiny those are. I've been doubling up on them at nighttime and just trying to change them out even more often than I was changing at the bummer ones. And I don't think I see a difference yet. Like, honestly, I just feel like I'm probably going to need the extra heavy in the small size to see any difference. So it's been frustrating that it hasn't closed at all. I know that it's just adding precious time onto the time that I have to wear elastics. So, being that this is 4 months, they say the earliest I could have gotten them off would be 6 months, so that's December. And I mean, at this point, it's not going to happen. Not that I thought it was going to happen at 6 months, but now that it's obvious it's not going to be 6 months, it's probably going to be like closer to, I don't know, I just assume it's going to be closer to the year, which was the upper end of the estimate that they told me. So that'll be really upsetting. It is really upsetting that, things still aren't where they're supposed to be, but, I know these things take time, but I sort of just wish that my orthodontist would give me like the strongest thing and let's just go from there, instead of going up little by little. But whatever, that's why he went to school for like 8-10 years for this and I didn't. So so I just have that elastic there. That's it. That's all I have. I do notice that my midline is not exactly straight. If you remember, I had some troubles with that. So he told me maybe like 2 months ago to not wear the midline elastic anymore. Although I do every now and then, like after I eat, if my jaw's sore and I feel like it's kind of pulling to the side again, I'll wear it. It kind of feels nice with it on, like knowing that it's in the right spot. So I kind of feel like it's probably never going to be completely straight, but it's not obvious. Like you can't really tell. So, no biggie. And my bite fits nicely where it is right now. So, well, at least on this side where it actually does touch. So I guess it's probably not necessary for it to be perfectly straight. And hey, I'm never going to be like a tooth smile model or anything, so I don't need a perfect midline, right? Yeah, so chewing still continues to come along. This past Monday was Canadian Thanksgiving, and I had a thick chunk of turkey, and that was kind of difficult. Pieces of meat like chicken and that sort of thing, I still have to cut very thin and small to chew. And of course, I'm still pretty much chewing over here since it closes, and this side just feels really weak when I do try to chew. But I do try to chew over here just to keep it from getting too weak. But often, more than not, I end up dislodging that elastic, and it's too hard to put on without a mirror and the little tool. I don't know if you've ever seen a little elastic tool that they give you, but it makes it way easier to put the elastic on, especially these little tiny ones. So I'll show you. It looks like this. So you just hook the elastic onto here, and then it's pretty easy. You just go, and it takes 2 seconds. So it takes 2 seconds once you get used to doing it anyway. The first time is kind of a pain. Yeah, so chewing's getting a little bit better, bit by bit. So, and I can open my mouth now a little bit more than 2 fingers, maybe like 2 fingers and a quarter of an inch kind of thing. I don't think that's too great for this point in the surgery, but the fact that I have this elastic here holding my mouth closed makes it hard to open. And I mean, you would think that you can fit a lot of things in this space here in your mouth, but it actually is a pain in the butt. So last night I tried to take I did take some muscle relaxants just to see what would happen. I often feel like I'm clenching my jaw even though I don't mean to, and I think it's partially because I have that elastic there, like pulling it closed. So I took 2 muscle relaxants, and they were the platinum strength. So it helped a little bit, but I didn't really see a big change. It just sort of made me drowsy, and that's it. So I am back to running, which I was as of August, and I started hockey last week. So I don't know. It feels a little unsafe playing hockey. I wear a full cage on the helmet, obviously, but anytime you get hit, your whole body just sort of tenses up, including your jaw, or mine does anyway, and it does kind of hurt a little bit, and it hurts a little bit while I run too. I don't know if it's like just the jostling or holding my jaw in a certain way, but yeah, but things are okay. Like I don't have any lingering pain, and I don't think about it while I'm doing these things, but I just wanted to make a note of that in case you're someone who's active and wondering what it's going to be like to get back after surgery. So it does feel good to be exercising again, I'll say. Even though I feel really tired and out of shape. And I have definitely gained weight, so don't believe what they say about losing weight from the surgery, because you might at first, but if you're not careful like I have not been, then you'll gain weight again. So I've gone up like 10 pounds in the last 3 months, so I need to get that back down, because I'm actually higher than where I normally am, so that's not a good thing. Yeah, other than that, I just wanted to say I'm sort of getting sick of braces. I find lately it's been really chewing up like my cheeks back here, where like all of my teeth have brackets on them, like even the back molars, and they really dig into to the skin, and it's frustrating, and it always hurts, and it's very difficult to put wax on those teeth, and it just falls off anyway. So yeah, pretty much my mouth always hurts. It's never ending. But anyway, still glad I did this. I guess I'll show you my profile. I usually do that at the beginning, but I forgot. But I don't think there's much of a difference, but I'll show you anyway. So yeah, still pretty happy with how I look. I find that some people aren't recognizing me lately, which is nice, and then other people don't notice the difference at all. I went to the dentist last week for a cleaning. And by the way, they said I've been doing a great job cleaning my teeth, so yeah, I have an electric toothbrush and a water pick, so I think that makes a big difference compared to just manual brushing and no water pick. But they said everything looked really good, but they all wanted to see pictures from my phone of the comparison shots, and I couldn't believe it. I kind of felt like a celebrity in there, so I'm sure they don't get a lot of jaw surgery patients at the dentist office, so they find it really interesting, and people were coming to look at my x-rays with all my screws and plates and that. It was really interesting to them, so it's kind of fun. But anyway, yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything. Sorry for being rambly as usual and talking for nearly 10 minutes, and hopefully you didn't miss anything important in life. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in a month. Bye-bye.